Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Diane, and those that are new, welcome, and all of you that are subscribed to my channel and watch my videos, thank you so much. It's good to see you again, and I hope that I can give you some inspiration on making some fun Christmassy things, or you can change these up and make them for any kind of journal or any season, any theme that you want. These, I was inspired by another video that I had watched online. And actually what I'm trying to do is get my Christmas journal, my bigger journal, filled up with ephemera. And this was something that I thought would be so cute to put into a journal, and it's easy and it has so many cute little elements to it. This is a hidden layer paperclip, and it's actually made with two paper clips, and they fit up right up in there. And then it has all these pockets excuse me, and these little journaling cards, little tags that you can stick in the top. You can do whatever you want with them, but this is what I did. I added the tags and the journaling cards and made it Christmassy, and I just love these digitals that I got, and kind of vintage type Christmas pictures. You can embellish these any way you like. You can put all kinds of different things on the front. You can use lace, whatever you would like to do. Make it yours. You're the one creating here. I just am giving you the idea to get started. And one thing that's really neat about this is the other side is also decorated. So when you put this into a journal and slip this on a page, you're going to have both sides showing all this cute ephemera. So anyway, let's get started, and I'll give you some measurements, but you can do this any way you like. You can change up the measurements. You can make these bigger, smaller, whatever works for you. You don't have to put all this stuff in them. You can, like I say, change it up the way you would like to do it. So let's get started. I have got things already cut out and started here because I wanted to make sure this video isn't too long and that you can get right to your crafting. So first of all, we're going to cut 3 pieces. This is the base part, the 3 pieces, and these are 8 by 2 3/4. So it's 8 inches long, 2 3/4 wide, and we cut 3 of those. 2 are the main base part, which I like to use a little heavier cardstock. This one here is going to be in the center of this this hidden paper clip. So I don't use such a thick cardstock, although you can, but just some decorative paper to put in the middle. So we cut those out, and I like the rounded corners. You don't have to do that either. This is all up to you. I like the rounded corners, and of course, I like the inking. So let's go ahead, and this one I already did the rounded corners. I only round them at the bottom, and I already inked this one up. Let's go ahead and do this one here. We'll just fold it over. Just match those corners up there. Get your tool that you use to make that fold nice and crisp. I'm using a bone folder, but you can use whatever works for you. And then I'm going to round up these corners. We'll go ahead and fold this one too. And if you see where your edges aren't quite, like right here, it's off a little bit there. And if that bothers you, get your scissors and just trim it up a little bit. Just go through and trim that up. But my inking course, this is the centerpiece, so you won't see a whole lot of that, but anyway, my inking will hide some of that also. So I'm going to go ahead and round those corners. And I like to use my crocodile. It's a handy tool to use, but if you don't have that and you just have a little rounding tool, that will work. Or you can just cut them with your scissors and round them off. You can leave them square too if you like. So whatever you want to do. So go ahead and round just those bottom. You can round the top too if you will like that look. Play around with it and see what you like. So I'm using my vintage, walnut stain distress ink here. That's the one I like. And I'm going to go ahead and just go around all the edges on my base here. I just really like the way this looks. I see it. This isn't quite matching up, so I'm going to just go ahead and straighten that up there a little bit. The inking will help hide some of that too. Go around the edge at the top. Don't have to ink the insides. If you want to, you can do that too. I'm going to go ahead and ink a little bit on this. This probably be doing some more inking once I get this all glued together. But anyway, got that part done. So what we have is we have our 3 pieces here. And we're going to take these main pieces and we're going to put those together just like this. You can see where they kind of just fold together like that. And this is where we will put our paper clips. So just go ahead and this cardstock here has a little bit of a texture to it. It's got a little polka dots on it, and it's kind of raised polka dots. So I think it's so pretty. It doesn't matter what size paper clips you're using. I just use a regular size here and just kind of eyeballing it. Doesn't matter how you put them on there. Just kind of eyeball it and kind of even it up. And so you got your 2 paper clips there like that. So you can see that right here in the middle, that is the part that's going to go over your page in your journal. Now, to make these hidden, we're going to take this extra piece we have here, and it's going to just go right over the top of this. Now, it is going to stick up a little bit, and it will do that at the top. And actually, I can see right now that I rounded the bottom, and actually I want the top rounded on these. So live and learn. You know that before you get it all glued together, you'll know where you might have made a mistake and you want to fix that. So I'm going to round that top, and then this will fit over the top. So we've got our pieces, everyone can see that, and this just slides over the top of that. And then these will hum up like this. Now you will see that there's just a little bit of that you will see, but it just adds to this cute little design. And we're going to go ahead and do our gluing. So let's open this up, and let's glue this one first. What I like to do is use a little bit of my Fabrifix. It's a little stronger glue, and I like to use that around my paper clips here. And so I will just put some of that Fabrifix around the paper clips. It just seems to me a little stronger glue and keeps it from those clips from maybe sliding around. And then I'm just going to use my regular old art glitter glue here and glue the rest of this. And I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and glue on this page here and just make sure that you get those edges. And my glue is not wanting to come out, so Stick the pin in there and undo the clog. Of course, because I'm doing my video, it wants to act up on me. Okay, we're going to do a switch out here. I'm going to use my Tombow Mono glue. You use whatever you've got, except I will tell you that the glue sticks do not work that great with these. So anyway, just make sure you get right around the edges, right around all those edges. You want to make sure you're getting those edges, a little bit in the middle here. And then we're going to fold this over and glue it down. All right, so we've got that there. And now we're going to do the other side here. Use a little bit of my Fabrifix again around those paper clips. Boy, my glues are really acting weird today. Clean off some of that. There we go. And take my glue and make sure you get around the edges, all the way around the edges and in the center. Glue that on down, press it down, give it a good press. It's really a good idea to make sure that you let these things dry as you go, but for the sake of time here, we're going to go ahead and move on. But now you can see that we have our centerpiece in there. Now we're going to glue these flaps up. Take some of my Tombow Mono, make sure I get around the edge, all the way around the edges, and then glue those down like that. Now you can also, if you want, go ahead and look at something real quick here. You can, if you want, make this a pocket here at the top. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that with this one side just to give you, show you a variance here. You can just glue around these three sides. Make sure you get to the edge. Fold that up. Press those down, and then you'll have a pocket right here. You can see once we let that glue, it won't take too long, but you will have a pocket in the top, and that will give you another little tuck place. We're going to add lots of little pockets to this, but that's another variation you can do. I can see that I can see my edge here. Don't like that. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to trim that up a little bit. And then I'll take my dauber and go ahead and ink around those edges. Make sure you're pressing those and make sure those edges are getting nice and glued. Okay, so there we go. There we have it. This is our base. Here's our little spot that will go into or onto our journal that we'll just tuck on, and I will show you how we do that when we get done with this. But let's go ahead and put our other pieces in. Now, we got to do some pockets. So we got our base, now we're going to do pockets. And with the pockets, I already got these pre-cut and all done. I'm going to cut out two that are, and these are going to go on the front and the back. So we're decorating the front and the back. And these pockets are 3 7/8 by 2.5. This is our first layer pocket. It's going to fit right in there like that. And I like to take and put a little thumb hole or finger hole or whatever you like to call that on the side here. And I do that with my little circle punch. And so you can see that so I cut these out and I did round the top because I want the top rounded there. And I did my inking. So I'm going to make a little finger. Just shows you that there's a little pocket there on both sides of these, on both of these. Do one there. Okay. Now with these, we're going to ink. And I've already inked. We're going to go ahead and glue, and we're only going to do 3 sides. And make sure you get those edges. I'm going to glue around the 3 sides, all the way around the edges, and across the bottom here. Don't make a mistake and forget and glue this too, because that's our pocket. And then go ahead and put that down. Give it a little press. Whoops, just a little. Give it a little press. Then we'll do the other side. Those 3 sides, we'll glue around the edges. And then around the bottom here. Okay. And then we'll put that on there. There we go. And you can see that we just have a little bit of our edge showing of our base there. Now we're working this way. We have our little flaps here that open up where that goes down, and we're working in this direction. Okay, now we're going to have another layer. And this one is going to have a little pocket that actually comes from the top here. So we'll just, I keep forgetting I've got it rounded. And I want to keep it rounded that way. Now I've got my rounded part. Let's see. Maybe I wanted my rounded at the bottom. So my little, yeah, I wanted my rounds at the bottom, but this one's going to have the rounds at the top. So we're going to do it this way. This is going to go in right here. And so I'm going to want to cut another little, punch out another little hole right there. Kind of get an idea right about where it's at that will fit. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll leave that. Yeah. Let me go ahead. So that will fit right there like that. And we will do the same with the other side. Turn it around. It's going to fit right there like that. And I am not going to make a pocket on the side. I'm only going to make a pocket at the top here. So we will just glue the 3 sides, but we will glue where that has that little notch. I only put the notch there so it doesn't cover the notch on here, if that makes sense. I don't want that part to be covered. So We'll go ahead and glue around 3 sides, all the sides but the top, because this is going to be a pocket. So we're going to sit that there and leave some border around there, glue that down. So give it a good press. And so we'll have a little pocket right here. Right in here is the little pocket also. So let's turn it over, do the other side. We're going to want it to fit. Move that out of the way. About right there. So we're going to just do the 3 sides. Glue around here, up here, and to this side here. Just those 3 sides. Make sure you get to the edge and you got room for your little tuck spot for your little tags. And then we'll fit that on there and give it a press. Okay, so there we go. There we have our basic base with all our little pockets for our little hidden layered paper clip here. So remember, it's going to just fold over. And so we've got our pocket. We left a pocket up here at the top. We left a little pocket here. Got to let this dry. And we have a pocket on the side here. Over here, I have a pocket at the top here. I didn't do a pocket here, but you can see the possibilities. You can make pockets wherever you would like them. If you want to make a little pocket just right on the front of this, you could do that too, but it's really up to you. Use your creativity and add anything you would like. I don't like to make it too bulky because it is going to fit on a page in my journal, but sometimes bulky is good. Sometimes that makes it look really cute in a journal. So you'll know what you like. So make it yours, and no rules. Do whatever you want there. So anyway, let's move on to the next pieces we have. Now we have to do some tags and some journal cards. The journal cards that I do are just little squares. And I like to use cardstock that has a blank on the back so that they can write on that if they like. The tags, not so much. I used the tags with double-sided, so they're just for fun, pulling in and out of the, having a little tuck spot. They can add what they want to it, or you can add pictures or words or whatever you want on those. But anyway, our journal tags. These are a 3 by 2 5/8. 3 by 2 5/8. And I know I've made some kind of crazy measurements here. You can make these any way you want. You can even them up and make them any way you want. It's up to you. But this is the measurements that I used. I cut them out, I rounded the corners, and I did go around and do my inking. Now what I like to put on these is a little tag. Let me show you the one that I've got done here. This one here has a little tab on the side, and these are really, really, really easy to make. You just take a piece of scrapbook paper, and it's not quite an inch in width, and you just kind of fold it in half. I mean, you're not using a very big piece at all. And I just fold that in half, and I cut off that extra little piece there. We don't need that. We just need this little piece that's folded. And then you just trim the corners off on the side that's where there's no fold. And there you go. You got a little tab to add to your journaling card. And you just take that and you just glue glue around on that, and then you put it on your journal card, and you make sure that you just stick it out a little ways, and that shows anyone that sees this that it is a little card that is going to come out of your little hidden paperclip card here. We'll do another one on this one. It's another one I've got here, and I'll use this piece here. I'm just going to fold it in half. I'm just eyeballing it. Fold it in half. Cut off those little edges on the side that's not folded. Just almost make it like, you know, when you cut a tag. That looks okay. And then I'm going to I kind of put it on there to see what it looks like, but it's going to work just fine. Go ahead, glue around the edges, and stick it in the center of your little journaling card there. Give it a little press, make sure it's going to dry. It's another thing I just want to stress, that it's good to let everything get good and dry, because you're adding things in here, and you want to make sure your edges are all dry so you don't have things stick. But the journaling cards are going to fit right inside here, so if you won't stick it too far in case it's not dry, but on that side. And then we'll take this one and we'll set it on this side. Tuck it right in there. Then there's your where your journaling cards go. Now these can be used, well, I already said that. I've left them plain so that you can use them for journaling on, or you can use double-sided paper just to make it colorful and not really have it being used for someone to actually journal on. So anyway, that part is done. We got our journaling cards. Now we're going to do some tags. And actually, let's go ahead and do the front. Let's take out our journaling cards, and let me show you what I did. I did some digitals that I just thought were so pretty and so cute, and I cut them out to size so they would fit on the front here, and I inked around the edges. I love these Santas. They're just so cute. And all you do with these, and you can do whatever you want, you can put anything on the front, but this just dresses it up, makes it Christmassy, and you just glue it. Go around the edges, make sure you get those edges, and down the center, and just glue it. Try to avoid your little hole there, your little finger hole, and just press that down. And you can see I didn't put it right in the center. It's got a little space up here, a little more than that. Those of you that like it more centered, go ahead and do that. I got this little snowman for this side. I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and glue around the edges, across the middle of it, and go ahead and put your little snowman down there, or whatever you have. Love these Christmassy pictures. They're so cute. Just my favorite. So I'm going to go ahead, put my cards back in there, turn it over, put my little card in there, and now we're going to do some little tags that are going to just stick into the top part. And these tags, there are two different sizes. I do a couple that are a little bit longer. These are 3 7/8. No, take that back. 3.5 by 2. 3.5 by 2 are the little larger ones, and then these little smaller ones are 3 1/4 by 2. so they're just a little shorter. And you want to get you some ribbon. I did do some eyelets here. I did ink around the edges. I'm not going to show you how to do these tags because I know that I've showed you in my other videos, and they're not super hard to do. You just cut out those dimensions and trim off your little corners. I inked them up, of course, and put those eyelets, and then the ribbon. This gold cord, you can get this in gold and silver. It really looks nice with the Christmas decorations. So anyway, the longer ones, which are a little bit longer, the 3.5 by 2, actually go in that one where I left an opening at the top. Where did I do that? First, these are kind of flat, so it's kind of really hard to tell, but I think it's right there. Okay, so it fits right down in there like that. And then I have another, I do this, take the shorter one, and it fits right down. So hard to find that. They're pretty snug at first, but, and that one does not want to go inside there. Well, let's see if we can get it over here. Tag at the top, tag at the top. It's not working for me today. And I think that one is one that I went ahead and had glued all the way around. Well, anyway, you know that, you got the idea. Those tags should be, like, I've got a little spot right there, but it's not going to quite fit on that. That's not supposed to really be a tag. It's supposed to be this one. So maybe what I did was I glued it and I shouldn't have. And of course, you know, we all can make those mistakes. So once you've glued those, you want to keep the top part of that one open, and I might have glued all the way around, and I didn't want to do that, so I misdid that. So take your tags and slip them in the top, and that just adds so much to it. You can also take the tags and put them here on the side with your little journaling card too. And let me show you here. Where I may have made the mistake was I glued across the top here, and we didn't want to leave that glued. And you can see on this one here, I rounded at the top part. On this one, I've got it rounded at the bottom. So maybe the best idea would be to round all those sides, all of them, and then you wouldn't get confused with your top or bottom. But anyway, that pretty much is that craft. It's so fun, so cute. Sorry I made those couple mistakes on the gluing, but you'll get the idea. On this one layer here, this first layer that you put on, leave that upper part open so that you can put I put a tag inside there and glue that in there. And slip it in there and keep that unglued. And I put another tag over here, and there you have it. Anyway, this is it, and I think it's so cute and so adorable, and I hope that you will all go out and have fun and make them your own and fix the mistakes that I made. And if you have any questions, shoot them out to me. Tell me if you don't understand something. I absolutely will definitely get on there and answer your questions, and have a lot of fun. And let's plan on seeing you next time. I'm going to work on another little ephemera thing for our Christmas journal. And we'll see you next time.